So we talked about how it was a tale of two halves for Mahomes, and this was really a different style of game for him. We've praised him a lot for the quick game, what the offense can do. You look at next-gen stats, though.
Yeah, it wasn't that all the way.
It was not.
No.
He averaged 2.95 seconds to throw. That's his longest of the season. His throws over 4 seconds. He was 8 and 9 for 149 yards and 3 touchdowns, which is telling you more backyard kind of stuff.
That's exactly it.
Right. And then the last nugget here on this is he scrambled on a season-high 28.2% of his dropbacks. On those, he was 4 for 6, 52 yards, 2 touchdowns. He also added 31 yards on the ground. So this was actually more of the wild man backyard Mahomes than we've seen,
It
Chris.
was. But I think also what creates that still is their elite ability to throw the short passing game. So now, okay, we got 7 guys in coverage. What's one of the problems with Washington right now? They can't rush the passer with 4. So they wanted to stop all these quick routes. And this is where I get into, I loved what Troy Aikman was saying last night on the telecast. I don't know if anybody sees the field better than Patrick Mahomes. Really. I mean, it's incredible. We talk about the gift he has every now and then. Him, Allen, Lamar, Burrow, right? To me, what separates them is they can move in the pocket and be moving around and do this and see the pass rush, and yet they keep an eye on coverage downfield.
Right.
It's incredible.
There's no panic.
There's no panic.
Yeah.
And it's a rare ability that we're seeing more and more players have it. To me, Aaron Rodgers was the first guy that could really do it at a high level where you were like, holy shit, he sees the pass rusher and he's seeing the coverage at the same time, right? And as we know, great quarterbacks usually break barriers to where now the young guys coming up the ranks go, wait, I want to do that. I can do that. And they start trying it in high school and college. I'm watching my son do it in high school right now. He's dropping back and looking at the coverage, looking at the rush. Oh, wait, I have time. And then I'm like, damn, I mean, that's advanced for a freshman playing JV football. But they see Mahomes and these guys doing it. So they try it.
That's who they're watching.
Right, it is.
It's how you grow up. What athletes you watch and
exactly.
you want to emulate.
No doubt. I wanted to be Troy Aikman.
Right.
I'm going to be big in the pocket and throw strikes all the time, just like my dad or Troy Aikman. That's what I thought I would be. But, yeah, I think, again, going into how they played them, he went, oh, wait, I want to throw it. Oh, it's not there. There's a guy dropping, whatever. It's a little too tight. I don't want to throw a quick throw. The ball gets tipped in the air, like we saw happen one time. So he just went, oh, I'll buy time. And we're the best at scramble drill in football, and they're not the best at covering for a long time. They're not that great man-to-man altogether in Washington, in my opinion. But, yes, he did that approach last night, and that's just what's incredible. So you couple that with, wait, they can't rush the passer, or, wait, now they have to blitz to rush him, and now he will get the ball out of his hand quickly, or he gets out of the pocket right away, and then he runs and does that as well. Mahomes was on his game last night, especially in the second half, like you said. Incredible. He's freaking amazing. He really is.
Two things that stand out for me with Mahomes right now. One, he looks as athletic as I've ever seen. I don't know if he lost some weight this offseason.
He 100% did.
His mobility, his flexibility.
I know he did. He told me that was going to be something he went into the offseason with. It was
very evident.
And I think he got sick of everybody making fun of his dad bod for the last 2 years. He did. Yeah. And I also think he realized, like, hey, I can tighten up a little bit.
Right.
He's the ultimate gym rat self-evaluator. Where can we get better? Where can I get better? Right? His attitude and the way he looks at the game and looks at himself is, I've been fortunate enough to be around him a few times to just, more than a few times in my life, where he just has a tremendous outlook and he's a tremendous leader, and they're in the groove right now there in Kansas City.
The second thing is, it feels like, Chris, and you predicted this over the summer, he came out running so much the first month of the season that I now think teams are in the
they're worried about it.
Damned if we do, damned if we don't.
I think so too.
It's almost like if I come out of the gate the first 4 weeks and show I'm as good a running threat as any of the top quarterbacks in the league besides Lamar.
Right.
Now you have to allocate attention to it, and the field seems so freaking wide open because of it.
You watch film 4 weeks in a row. You go, wait, okay, the weapons aren't healthy. Rashee Rice isn't here. Whatever. He's going to do what he have to do. But defensive coordinators are going, man, there's that element. I got to have somebody here to watch him scramble. We got to keep some eyes on him at some point. And, of course, he adjusts your pass rush, too, which is the worst part about it and why he can buy time, because now they scrambles a few times, and the defensive coordinator comes over, hey, we got to stay. Let's not run past them. Let's make sure we keep them there.
Rush integrity.
But then they're pretty good at blocking like that. So then he's like, oh, I got all day now. Now you're worried about me running, and I faked a little, but now I sit here. Like the big throw he had to Kelsey on the corner route, right? That, to me, was that kind of play. He kind of made a move, and the whole D-line was like, all right, let's just sit here. He's going to run. And then he was just like, nope, I'll just keep sitting here. Oh, boom, there. Finally, we figured out how to mess up your zone, your Seattle scheme a little bit, and you let Travis Kelce open down the football field, right? And that's what's incredible. I think between Kelce looking a little bit better, but damn, Rashee Rice, there's just no denying what he does for their offense, right?
Well,
he's a real playmaker. Right.
Yeah, the chat is weighing in on that. And a reminder to everybody, we're live every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern time. Chris Simms Unbuttoned, and you could watch on the NFL on NBC YouTube channel. Viking fan 28-4, Chris, is asking exactly that. Can you go in depth on how Rashee Rice's return / schematic changes have resurrected the Kansas City offense?
Yeah, well, I think the big thing is, one, you can throw him balls over the middle or in the short game, and he gets yards after catch because, one, he's explosive, and then, two, he's big. Right? You've seen Rashee Rice in person before. I don't think people really realize what kind of a big specimen he is.
He's broad.
He's
and
broad. He's got some legs and some butt on him. Right? Arm tackles aren't going to take him down. He has that aspect. Right? They're good at featuring guys, so they come up with ways to go, okay, here's a play for Rashee Rice. They hit it a bunch of times. We know defenses start to go, damn, Rashee Rice is in this formation. We need to stop him. Keep our eyes on him. That opens up Kelce on certain plays. That opens up Xavier Worthy. I think that's the other aspect. The other thing is what you saw, I believe that was the first interception he was throwing to Rashee Rice too, right? Was that not, am I wrong?
The second one was not Rashee Rice,
no,
so I'm pretty sure the first
one was, right?
You had the
Lattimore?
You had the Kelce tip pass.
Yes, right.
And then the second one, that was not Rashee Rice.
It wasn't Rashee Rice
no.
on the corner route there down by the end?
back shoulder.
Back shoulder.
I don't think it was.
I know. I can't remember either. But my point was going to be that he also is a guy where Mahomes can feel comfortable about throwing back shoulders and when he's covered that way. I think that's the big thing. But when you talk about we got to be elite at something, they become elite at the short passing game, and then they become elite at the short passing game feeding Rashee Rice, and now you start to see, oh, wait, teams worry about him, and it opens up other things on the football field. And, of course, he's just a physical specimen who can make plays, and I think that's the big thing that he brings to that offense more than anything.
That was Hollywood Brown.
It was Hollywood on that one. Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
cool.
It's been wild to watch just how reinvigorated and confident they look with him on the field.
Yes.
With Rice, it's like, oh, now good luck.
Right. Well, as I told you off air, on air, the phrase I kept getting from people I talked to in Kansas City when he was getting close to be back was, hey, they told me, don't judge us quite yet.
Right.
Wait till Big Dog gets back. Wait till the Big Dog gets back. That's how they referred to Rashee Rice to me. So, yeah, they obviously know how important he is, how freaky he is as a football player. And as we know with anything, once you become elite and you show, all right, we're elite at a scheme and we have a player elite, it starts to change the way defenses can play you. And he's clearly their best receiver. And I like this other question, too, here by Vikings fan 284.
Yeah, that was.
The Bumpa B. Right? He says, should teams just man up against Kansas City and take away the short game and force the Chiefs wide receivers to win? This is where Kansas City's good. All right. So, yes, I would say that. But Kansas City, where they are creative, and you got to be careful with how much you play man-to-man, especially with Rashee Rice, because he can run by you.
Right.
And Xavier Worthy can run by you still. We know that. But where also they're really good is little pick and rub plays. So it's like if you overdo it, they'll start to get formations where they'll go, fine, play us man-to-man. Good luck trying to sort out us in a stacked set or a bunch here where we're all going to switch and crisscross. Good luck trying to figure all that out, right? That's where they're really good. Or they get into the RPOs a little bit and they find the vulnerable guy in the man-to-man situation where they go, oh, wait, he's covering a guy man-to-man, but like we talked about, I think last week, but he's responsible for the D-gap too. So if we fake at him, he's got to be there to stop the D-gap run. Oh, wait, yeah, good job stopping the D-gap run. We have an RPO. Boom, we're going to throw this guy. You're supposed to cover him man-to-man, too. And that's where Kansas City's very good. Kansas City knows how to adjust and figures out how they're being played pretty quickly, right? And I think that's what you saw at the end of the first half in the last night, and then it carried over into the third quarter, of course.
And I think to that example, this is why they drafted Xavier Worthy, right? Where like, hey, you're playing man-to-man now. Well, we didn't have to use him a lot last night, but you want to go man-to-man against us, we can get over the top of you.
I think that's where it comes in.
The presence of a player like that.
It comes in handy that way, right? And Xavier Worthy, yeah, he's scary. I don't think he's as scary as 4.29 as maybe we thought he would be, right? But he's still scary. And then you couple that with Hollywood Brown, too, who's not a big-time burner, but still can beat you deep and do that. Yeah, it's a nice little thing they got. And then they just dash in a little Pacheco here and there and do that, and a screenplay here and there. And everything is working pretty awesome right now in Kansas City. Yo, homies, it's time to watch some games. That's right. We're on to the NFL season here with Chris Simms Unbuttoned.
Hit subscribe to get our weekly picks, Sunday night recaps after every game, and much, much more.
Thanks for watching. Peace out, homies. Remember, subscribe. Peace out.